Hi, everyone, like I have a following or something. I'm actually in the process of moving, but I did want to film this because I'm trying to up my game a little bit here and learning from people, content creators. I wanted to do an intro. So I'll probably do one also. I'm gonna do my makeup, but I am not a makeup artist. I like to say, or I've recently understood that because I'm not a makeup artist, I'm just trying to learn, and I'm just trying to film these videos to kind of like teach people what I've learned, and hopefully I'm not messing it up and ruining your days. But most of the time it's like, I watch so many videos, we all scroll, right? And then who actually understands or like gets what those people are talking about? And yeah, I'm not a makeup artist. I just wanted to get better at makeup, so that's my whole thing. I'm a beauty enthusiast. I like to do my nails a lot. That's kind of where I started with all this. And then I just really wanted to get better at makeup, and people who inspired me to get better at makeup. I used to work with a girl who actually, I think she used to work at Ulta or Sephora, but we worked together in a tattoo shop, and she just had the most amazing eyeshadows all the time. She just looked glam, and I was just jealous that she was so comfortable using makeup, and I wanted to get to that point. Also, with my job, I'm a web developer. I'm gonna put this primer on my eyes. I'm a web developer full-time. I've been a web developer for a little over 10 years now, and I've worked in a lot of different industries. I started in advertising, and that was a nightmare. Also, I just put on so much eye primer, realizing that my eyes are super puffy because I was in fact crying last night. I was having like a mini meltdown over my move to Tucson. I currently live in New Jersey. I've always lived in New Jersey. There was a brief time when I went up to Boston, Massachusetts for college. I thought I was going to be an architect. Nope, that was really difficult. I didn't even spend a semester there. I dropped out. I was miserable. My amazing Aunt Annie up there, her and my Uncle Jimmy live up there, and they were just like very considerate, and she listened to me blubber on the phone and stuff, and I dropped out of college, right? And I came back and I lived with my family in New Jersey, and I went to the local, it's a university, but it's a local place. And yeah, I just, yeah, it was something it was hard to talk about for a while. I was just depressed about myself and like what I was doing with my life, but it was actually the best choice I could have made, was to leave and just do fine arts instead of trying to go for an architecture degree, which is in fact a 5-year program. That was a long time, you know. I even interned at an architectural firm when I was in high school because I really, really wanted it. Like, but even at the internship, I remember this architect, she said to me, she looked me dead in the face and she was like, "You don't want to do this." Like, that from her own experience, she had a terrible time. She went to school all the 5 years, and she was like, "You don't, this is not whatever you think it is. This is not glamorous." They were actually making like school buildings at the architecture firm that I was working at, and she was like, it's not glamorous. It's picking out a faucet and making sure that it's up to code, and that it's perfectly equidistant between the sinks and stuff like that, and you can really mess stuff up because if it's not suited or it's too expensive for the budget of the project. And she was like, it's not what you want to do. But I was still interested in it. I was like dead set on it. But I got there, and I only have brothers. I was living with the other, I think it was like 9 freshman girls in a very male dominant school, and I was so uncomfortable. I was uncomfortable in the living situation that we had. I've never lived away from home. I should have probably gone to like sleepaway camps or something when I was younger. maybe that would have gotten me over my fear, but whatever. It wasn't for me. And it just so happened that I fell into this college thing, and I don't know, I'm talking too much. Let me get back to doing the makeup and why I'm doing YouTube. It's really just to like expand my horizons. I want to be better at video editing. I want to be better at like everything I do, especially makeup. Makeup is a great tactic because I love it. It's artsy. It makes me consider myself a lot. It's like a self-help thing. I'm also going to use this new palette. My boyfriend's, oh, it's got so many fingerprints on it. My boyfriend's mom was moving and she was like, oh, I have all these makeups, and this one wasn't even used. And I just thought this green was very pretty. So I'm going to use this today. And I also don't know what I'm doing. Now my eye is tearing from all the talking. All right, I'm going to use a fluffy brush. And I think I'm going to use this like lighter mint green as my crease color. Just saying, I think because I was crying, all the little blood vessels and stuff on my eyelids are puffy, and therefore everything just looks extra dry today. That's why I put so much, when I was talking before, I put so much moisturizer and SPF on just now, just to like give some replenishment to my skin. And maybe green eyeshadows were not the best choice. Too late now. I'm gonna go with it. Should I use this brush? Yeah, I think it's like a little slightly angled, can you see that? Slightly angled, smaller brush, and I'm gonna go in with this darker green. Also, I don't know how to hold the brush. It's got such a small little brush handle. I'm not a fan. All right, let's see how this does. I feel like not a lot picked up on the brush for some reason, so let's see how it goes. Okay. It was just that the bristles of this brush are just, you know, dark brown. But I couldn't see what it was picking up. But it is, that's nice. I feel like this has been happening a lot lately, where like one part of my eye gets very saturated with color, but not really where I want it to be. And then even the blending is like, maybe it's not going where I want it to be. Like I want up here to be the darkest, but really still down there is it? You know, like what the hell is going on here? Maybe it's because I'm using my fingers to mush the primer in to my eyelid, and therefore it's already getting greasy. And then, I don't know. If you know, leave me a comment. Please tell me. I want to get better. I want to get better at this. Maybe a little under here too. A little under eye, which I'm trying to get better at. More comfortable with, I should say. Like, look at how pretty that one green is. But it's not captivating enough on like the rest of my eye. I don't, ugh. I'm just gonna keep adding more and more. It's as good as it's gonna get. I think I'm gonna use this brown, but I'm gonna just use it on my pinky finger, because I've found that a lot of shimmers like this do well if you apply grease to them, and I'm gonna do that in my inner corner. And swiping it across my lid now because I did it by accident. It's much more yellow than I thought it was gonna be. Interesting. And you know what? Things don't always work out well, but you try them anyway. Like, why not? Maybe I should I have another little Lancome or something. I wanted to try this other stuff. Ew. How do people with nails open things like this? I hate them. Okay, here, this Lancome has a really dark black, and I recently watched, what brush do I want to use? I recently watched this video by Wayne Goss. I think I'm pronouncing his name right, but he used like a little liner brush like this, very tiny brush, and a black shadow, and he just said it was push liner. So I'm just gonna take like a very small amount of this on the tip of my brush. And then he just takes it and he pushes it in the line. And because my eye is so puffy, like I don't want to use regular eyeliner, because what happens when the puff goes down? Anyway, so then he takes this the black and he just takes it and he pushed it up, and we'll see how it looks. I've never done this technique before. Okay, I mean, it seems like when I'm just looking at this eye that I've done nothing, but there is a darkerness like against my, right on the line of my, what are these things called? Right on the, oh my God, eyelashes. Oh my gosh. Don't mind me. Just trying to be a professional. Forgetting the word for eyelashes. I think that's cute. I'm gonna keep it just on the outside corner of my eyes. Let's do this one now. Not bad, not bad. I think I'm gonna take this fluffy brush that I put the mint green color on, and I'm just gonna blend this stuff out underneath my eyeball. One, because I don't wanna clean another brush. But also, I want this blended a little bit better. Ooh, got it in my eye. Okay. Not bad though. I don't know if y'all film yourself doing makeup, but I always feel like I'm making the stupidest faces. And then my eyes are just getting so unfocused, and then whatever you guys see, it's like one eye's going this way, one eye's going that way. It's gonna be a nightmare. I don't know if you can see, but my puffy eyes are causing the shimmer that I put here to crease. But I'm not gonna do anything about it. I'm not doing anything about it. Nope, 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 nope. Also, I'm gonna put my foundation on first, and then set that, and then put my mascara. Because I've been finding lately that, especially because it's hot, it's summertime, but I'm still in Jersey, so it's not that hot. I'm moving to Tucson, it's gonna be like 110 to whatever. But anyway, what I find is like my eyelash, oh my God, why am I so bad at words today? My mascara that I put on my eyelashes, it tends to, as I blink and stuff, it transfers, and then it's under my under eye, and I'm trying to prevent that because it sucks. I don't like looking at myself in the mirror after like an hour or two and realizing that all my mascara is now fallen to my cheeks. It's not a good look. Also, other videos, this foundation color is not really my color, but I'm still using it because I'm very frugal, and there's no way that I'm going to, you know, pay for a whole nother color. I might actually mix it. If I mixed it with some of my, like a warmer color, not warmer, what do I mean? Like more purple, actually. I should probably, the opposite of yellow is purple, so. Anyway. Also, I use my hands for like everything, and people do say like, oh, you can melt your foundation in better if you if you use your fingers to warm up the product. Also, just saying, I have like a little cluster of extra freckles here that sometimes it feels like it's already just my makeup melting. I don't know. I don't know. It's already been 20 minutes. I hope this edits well. I don't, couldn't tell you. Okay, so I just put on some foundation. I'm gonna use a little bit of this Tarte Hydro Concealer under my eye. And I'm also gonna use my fingers for this. Also, as you can tell, the color of the concealer that I'm putting under my eye is also not my shade. I did fall into this, like, you know, always buy your concealer in a shade lighter than your skin. You really want it to be bright under here. And more recent videos where I'm like, no, it's your face shape. Like, pick what you think works, what you think, you know, will look good with you and your shape. I'm feeling like I have pockets here that kind of smush in, and I have a very distinctive like ridge of like, this is the concave of my eye, and I just feel like it's kind of funny looking, right? To have just like super whiteness here. So maybe I'll just bring it down. You think? If I cover this side, you know what I'm saying? Because the lighter it is, the more forward it'll look. So I just kind of want to make these two things on the same level. Does that make sense? I mean, it's never gonna go away. Like, that is the shape of my face. So, whatever. Okay, so I just put on foundation, concealer under my eye. I'm gonna use this Sephora setting powder, translucent setting powder. It's been shaken around a lot. There's a lot here. I don't understand exactly how to use these. I should look it up. But what I've been doing is I tap a little bit out into the lid, like that amount. And then I take a brush and I kind of poof it around in the lid. Cause, okay, you see what just happened? So like there's so much more there and so much more there, but like I want it to be smooth. So I kind of like tap it and I'm breathing it in now. And I just kind of like do this until I feel like the brush has like a smoother look and a more dispersed amount of powder. And then I'm gonna tap it under my eyeball. And I find that, I don't know, I've been watching a lot of makeup videos by a lot of people, and they don't really do a swiping motion when they're setting. They tap and push. And I did buy a beauty blender, but I also hate washing that too. And I'm one of those people now who, like, I know how disgusting things get, that I'm bad at washing stuff. And I don't want to dirty it. Like, I'd rather look whatever the way I look. Now I'm gonna swipe. I'm swiping, I'm not pushing, because I just felt like there was too much on my cheeks. Making funny faces again. Whatever. It is what it is. All right, let's close this and try not to get powder all down my shirt. Okay, so now my under eye is set and I'm gonna use mascara. I'm probably gonna wash this off and go swimming later, so that's why I'm using this one and not the 18-hour one that I have for my mascara. Especially because mascara is the hardest part of getting makeup off, especially if I use a gel liner in my waterline and then mascara. Holy moly, it takes me forever to wash that off my face. And I don't know, there's probably tips and tricks for that too, like how, because I hate rubbing my eye too much, like especially when I'm taking makeup off, because I feel like it ruins my eyelashes, it ruins, you know, especially right now that my eyelids are so puffy. Okay, notice, that's the thing I wanted to prevent, is that I put mascara on, it's still wet, and then I blink and then it transfers. And because I've already set it with powder, like that's not a good idea, because it's harder to get off, harder to take away after it's set. Well, that's cute. Another thing that I really like doing is I'm gonna take a little, well, maybe I'll still use the palette. I was gonna use this other highlighter that I always use, but like this is a very light, shimmery, comes in the, so I'm gonna use this on my pinky finger. I saw this on some other video. I like it. I like it. And because I do the tip of my nose and then maybe the bridge of my nose. In doing that though, I realized like my nose is so dry. Oh my goodness. But cute. I feel like I look a little like a Who from Whoville. All right. I like it. Thank you for watching. I don't know if people say this stuff anymore. Please subscribe and follow and like and blah, whatever. I appreciate you. And I'm gonna make more videos, whether you follow me or not. So, I hope you're having a good day or night or whatever.